I'm finding this is a challenging topic for myself, this idea of work versus play and what's the appropriate ratio. And it's just, and it's variable for everybody. Some people seem to be living a much more burdensome life. Some people just seem to be, I don't know, I guess we would just have to call it karma, their life assignment of what they have to do and how much they have to do and how long they have to do it. And other humans seem to get these lifetimes which are less burdened. They are gifted with more free time, more. Some people seem to be gifted with almost a perfect capacity for mindless idling. What's up with this? And what's the appropriate amount for each one of us? I thought I would refer to the world champions of when it comes to playfulness and being engaged at world-class levels. We realize the great world champions are kids, the young ones. And, I think Mother Nature is very wise how it places younger ones with older ones, obviously, but the younger ones get to learn from the older ones the necessary attributes of successful living, of survival, of making it in the world, what our duties and obligations are, and what a great setup that is. But I'm quite convinced that setup goes both ways, because while we adults and older ones might acknowledge ourselves for what good work we do to train the young ones, doesn't it go the other way around? Don't the young ones teach us and remind us? They remind us and make us remember the nature of life, the playfulness, the mirthfulness, the engagement, the participation. I wrote down a list of childlike qualities: playful, innocent, curious, open-minded, willing, friendly, and mirthful. I truly think that list could be increased. Now, is this the nature of all children all the time? Obviously not. I really want to draw a distinction between being childlike and childish. So we all know the characteristics of being childish: mean-spirited, ill-tempered, the basic angry 2-year-old. So I guess what we're doing when we're talking about the differential between playfulness and having to work our whole lives and doing burdensome things, there are variables, and whatever it is, we can move up a scale toward always including the best of childlike qualities in our lives: playfulness, being amused, participatory. And I think this is a daily choice. I think we all know that we have duties and obligations. Every day we get up and we really owe it to the world to be productive in the construction of good habits and activities that make the world a better place. This will never go away for us adults, I don't think, and I don't think we really want it to. But I really think it's simply the attitude that I bring to my affairs, to whatever it is that I'm doing, whether it feels to me like work or whether it feels to me like playful engagement, the kind of thing I would enjoy doing. Nothing's more fun than watching kids wake up in the morning without an alarm clock and go charging out to meet other friends. Well, I don't know that they still do that. Maybe they get up in the morning and they turn their device on, but I distinctly remember a time in my life where I would get up and I couldn't get out there fast enough. There were friends to meet and trees to climb and friends to be made and activities, and life was just fun. So I did mention at the start, we realized God was doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. And perhaps as we find this correct orientation with God love source, we can find that our actions and activities, our labors and our efforts are so aligned and so attuned that they feel much more playful, mirthful, and fun-loving. And I'll conclude these thoughts today with the great spiritual master that said, it is incumbent upon us to come to the infinite, to come to God as a child does. Again, with this innocence, this open-mindedness, this eagerness, this curiosity about life, and that the little kids actually demonstrate how we do this. And so this day, perhaps we can examine meeting the day with the attitude of a child and realize how much our infinite parent loves it when we do that. And then God will do for us what we can't do for ourselves. And then we can enjoy doing what we must do for ourselves. Anyway, there's a lot to be revealed and understood in this realm, but less burden, more fun. I'll see you tomorrow.